Hey Saggies, my Sagittarius crew. I am a Sagittarius rising, so excited to do this reading. So what does the rising mean? Your ascendant sign. So if you haven't already, please go to my about page, click on the bottom. You'll see there is a link there to find out with what your ascendant or rising and your moon sign are. I am a Taurus sun. I am a Sagittarius rising, and I'm a Pisces moon. It is the Pisces, the water, that gives me my intuitive side. But I'm really grateful for the balance that I have in my signs, because Taurus is earth, the Sagittarius sign is fire, and then I have water as well. And in the tarot, fire and water balance. They don't put each other out. They don't cause problems. So I'm really, really grateful for that balance. So Saggies, it's your time. This reading is all about you, and today we're doing it with the Good Tarot. I just got this deck like a few days ago, and it is so freaking awesome. It is. The energy in it is so great. Okay, so just wanted to let you know that this is a general reading, so that means that this is for anyone under the sign of Sagittarius who is sun, moon, or rising can log in, and some of you this may resonate for, and some of you it may not. So, and that's okay too if it's not your reading, because it's not always going to be a reading when it is a general reading. If you would like a reading based on your own personal energy, that's what I want to say, then please see below in the description. You'll see that there is a little bit of pricing there in Canadian dollars, and also that there is a way to get a hold of me. There's an email address there. We will book you by email. You'll give me information, 200 words or less in a paragraph, what you're looking for, and I will record that reading for you and send it back to you. Okay? So Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, because Jupiter is going to bring us in the spouse as well as Venus. Okay, so I can never do this alone, you guys. There is no way I could do this alone. So just remember that don't get hung up on the sexes as they come up in the tarot, because we're not looking at sexes, we're looking at energy, and we all have divine feminine and divine masculine energy. So right now, Saggy, we are going to do a reading for you, a general reading, and I hear two more, so I'm going to shuffle twice. 1, 2, and I'm going to cut. And so, yeah, I call in help. So, gods and goddesses, spirit, and gods, goddesses, spirits, guides, and angels, I could use your help today so we can find out what's most important for the collective Sagittarius in this reading today. We appreciate your guidance, Michael and Uriel. Oops. Ooh, we're jumping all over Saggy. That usually happens with the fire signs. It happened with Leo too. I thank you, Spirit, for your blessing, for the holders of the pure white light to protect me as I open up as a channel for you to give the information to our Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Give them energy regarding their sign collectively. This reading will be from the day that you tune in until the end of the month, which is the 30th of September. Then we're going to go for new readings and find out what the energies are for the month of October. Okay. I think we're good, Sag. Ready? Here we go. Messenger of fire. So it looks like you've got someone coming in as a messenger of passion. Someone is coming in who likes you. Of course, this is the, when it is a fire card, it is our card. It's the card of Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. All of those are really strong personalities. So if you have another person coming in who has your sign in their chart somewhere, good luck. Be patient. That's all I can say. Because it really is kind of hard to have two fire signs together unless their signs are not fixed. And what I mean by fixed is like a Taurus always plants their feet, they're kind of stubborn, and Scorpio is kind of like that as well. So as long as they're not a fixed sign, I think you'll do okay. But right now it looks like somebody is coming in with love, a messenger of love. First card out is the strongest, you guys. And then we have a page of air. Air is swords, and swords are conversation. And so it looks like this person who is coming in with passion also wants conversation. So the page can be younger than you, or you can be younger than the page. Page is usually someone who is learning. So they're not necessarily, they don't really have all the knowledge that they need in order to be able to express themselves. But this could be someone who's younger than you, or you are younger than that person. But regardless, it looks like the page of air is coming in after the passion. So it could be one person, it could be two. Who knows, right? We'll just keep looking. This really is a great deck, you guys. It really is a great deck. And then we've got the Queen of Air. And the Queen of Air is the Queen of Swords. And I love this queen. I think she gets a bit of a bad rap. Some readers I've seen call her the bitch of the deck. And I think that this is what we have been tagged with, us women who are very strong and speak our minds in kindness and love. I think that, you know, we too quickly call each other a bitch, and really we should be supporting each other. So this this woman, she's gorgeous, and she the thing is that she does pick her words carefully, but she will say them in a way in which it might offend you, but she will always speak the truth. She always speaks logic over her heart. So her decisions are made in logic, and she will speak the words that are the truth. And quite honestly, I'd rather have someone speak the truth to me than, you know, not say anything at all. So yeah, there we go. Sagittarius, this is the card of water. So I'm sorry, no, this is the card of swords. So this is conversation. So this woman can do all the things she needs to do by herself, but she will let somebody help her if they want to. She is very self-sufficient. All the queens are. Next card out, fourth one, is the Page of Earth. You've got a lot of pages so far. Well, I guess you've only got one other, but nonetheless, that's in 4 cards. You've got 2 pages. So the Page of Earth is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is bringing in a message of love. So the Page of Pentacles is the slowest moving page, but the page is bringing you information about a gift that could be of money. They're bringing in a pentacle, so perhaps you can plant it and grow your own pentacles, but this is usually a person who is coming in to give you some sort of a love message. So we've got the Messenger of Fire, which in the regular tarot is the Knight of Fire, the Page of Air, which is the conversation card, someone coming in to bring conversation, the Queen of Air, who's going to be very straight up with you, and the Page of Earth. Last card on the top row, the Ten of Air. Ten of Air is the swords. So the 10 is completion, and the depiction of the 10 of swords is usually the end of pain. So the end of pain, the end of staying up at night, agony, being in being in anxiety, and maybe a bit of depression as well. So the 10 signifies the end of pain, and it also signifies whenever something ends, something's got to start new, right? All right, Saggies, we're 5 cards out. That's the first line. We're going for second line. I do a 20 card spread, by the way. 5 on the top, 5 on the bottom, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoops. Hang on a sec. You know what? We're just going to go with these because that's how they flew out. So the Hanged Man shows that you may be in trying to see something from a different perspective, perhaps. And this is sort of good to do when you're dealing with the Queen of Air, when you're dealing with the Queen of Swords. It's probably good to look at things from all perspectives. And that's what this person's doing. They are, however, a little bit stuck. You can see that they're kind of hanging there, hanging by a thread, really. But they are trying to see something from another perspective. So I think this is always good in all of our lives, right? It's so good to take a look at the other side. It's called empathy. And sometimes you can look at it from a perspective you never saw before. And sometimes someone who is really straight up with you can give you that perspective. And sometimes you might not like it, but you do need the perspective or you wouldn't be stuck in the hanged man position. Other ones that fell out were the Seven of Earth. Seven of Earth is the Seven of Pentacles. I love the Seven of Pentacles because it's setting the intention. It's setting the intention for growth and for abundance and growth and abundance in job, in life, in relationships. So the Seven of Earth is the Seven of Pentacles, and so it really is planting the seeds of intention for what you want for your future. So, and that's coming up under the Page of Air. So conversation, when you're setting up your life for whatever's coming up in the future, is not bad news at all. Then we got the card coming out that is transformation. This is the Death card in the regular tarot, but transformation, I love so much that they call it this. And this is, if you'll see, goes right along with Saggy and their fire, because it looks like it is, she has burnt something to a cinder, to ash, and she's sending it back to the earth to be used again. So the transformation portion of it is just so beautiful. So yep, transformation is coming up, and it's coming up under the Queen of Swords. And so transformation, something she's going to tell you is going to help you transform your life. She's so very honest, and she's honest to a fault. But you know what? Sometimes we need to hear it because it's what we need to transform our lives. Oh my. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was a lot of thunder. The last one that fell out was the Star. See, I'm glad I took them all because the universe kind of just threw them all at me and said, here, tell Sag this. So the Star is of hope. You are the star. It's take a look there. It's of hope. It is of kindness. It is self-care. It is care of others. Mostly going inside. So the Star is here to let you know that you're on the right path and that you're doing the things that you need to do in order to move forward. That is a Major Arcana card as well. Sorry. So is this one. That's Major Arcana, and so is that. Right now, oh yeah, and the Hanged Man as well. So I don't know if you remember from me telling you the last time, but it looks like the Major Arcana are cards which you cannot change what's going on. Those are things that have already been put in force by the universe. That's what they're doing to help you. So the universe has heard what you need and is giving that to you in the Major Arcana. Anything from the Minor Arcana can be changed. The Major Arcana, you don't have the ability to change that because it is already in force. It's already going. Last card in the second row. What is it, please, Spirit? It is the Two of Water. And the Two of Water is the same as the Two of Cups in the tarot. And the Two of Cups is love. So I really think this is wonderful because after the transformation comes your hope and, you know, the moon in the background, things coming in the future that you can't see, and coming in love. So you have love coming in, Sag. And by the 2 pages here, I would venture a guess that the conversation and the love is coming in pretty quick, just because they're really close to each other on the table here. So, okay, here we go. Another card. Six of Earth. And the Six of Earth is the Six of Pentacles in the tarot. So the Six of Pentacles is about reciprocity. So it's just a wonderful card of give and take. So of even give and take. And if you haven't been in a relationship where you've had even give and take, you're missing out. Because for a very long time, I was in a relationship where someone was taking a lot from me. And then when I got out of that relationship and healed myself, I'm now, I'm in a best friend relationship with someone who just treats me like gold. So, I have found myself a best friend who's just really good at reciprocity, give and take, not taking any more than they need and always giving it back. This is a really beautiful card to come up for you. So I'm going to say that there's love coming in for you, Sag. According to these cards, this person who's coming in for you, will be speaking a lot of truth to you. So be prepared for that. They will be speaking mind over heart, so logically. That person has transformed. Maybe it's you that's transformed, but that person for sure is transformed, because that is coming in under the Queen of Air, who is the Queen of Swords. So, excuse me, the Two of Water is the love card. And I'm going to say that the person who's coming in has been trying to see things about you from a different perspective. Or this could be you, right? Because we're in a general reading, it can be flip-flopped. It can be you or it can be the other person. The way I'm reading it, it looks like the other person has been trying to find a way to be okay with coming in and telling you their feelings, being very honest, and with a lot of hope. And I think that they've been doing a lot of transforming over this last little while. And now it's time to bring in the love. I have a feeling, though, that they're a little bit scared. And that tells me that the reason I think they're a little bit scared, because this is also a card of hesitation, right? Hesitation, feeling stuck, not really knowing what to do. So I think that they are planting the seeds of intention to find out within themselves if they have what it takes to come in and tell you how they feel. And then we have patience. Patience in all things, right? Oh, I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad at the patience. But this is a card that's telling me it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen tomorrow. I think the best thing to do in this case, when the universe is telling you to have patience, is to just carry on with your life. Self-care, transformation, learning. Just be the best you that you can be. So when this person does finally come along and bring in life or bring in love, then you're going to be ready for it. You're going to be very balanced and take that information as it's intended. So have patience. It looks like it's going to be a little bit before this is going to come forward for you. Looks like we have the King of Fire. This is the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is the passionate king. He does all the things that a king will do, but he's very passionate in all those things. So he could be someone who is very much a talker, very animated, but he is the man who will get what he wants. This could also be a woman who will get what she wants, but being in love with the King of Fire could be very interesting, because you are also a fire sign. Maybe this is you. Maybe it's you that's bringing in the love and who has transformed, and you're looking at this reading because you need some advice about how to do that. After the King of Fire comes the Six of Fire. There is a lot of fire in this read. The Six of Fire is coming back from the war, essentially. Now, when I say war, I mean whatever that means to you. Like for me, it means coming back from the war, coming back from the person that I was into the person that I am now. So this is being no worse for wear after you've done all the learning, but that you do come back a better person, more advanced, more stable, and knowing exactly what you need. Like you know now exactly what you need, and this is what you're coming for. So this is, I guess to me, this card Six of Fire is like stability. Stability, and it's also self-confidence, because you don't win a war unless you're self-confident. And if you're very careful, right? You need to be careful in order to be able to win. Sagittarius from now till the end of September 2019. And we've got the Ten of Earth. The Ten of Earth is abundance. Those are pentacles. So that is the absolute most that you can have for abundance, unless you pull out an apex card, which is the Sun or the Ten of Cups. So this is the Ten of Earth, and the Ten of Earth is maximum abundance. So it's abundance in love, abundance in happiness, abundance financially. This is just the card of abundance. So that's not a bad thing to have when you have someone coming in for love. I think that this person that's coming in is going to be someone who is probably quite wealthy, someone who is maybe an earth sign. It could also be water. So the earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and it could also be someone who is a water sign, which is Cancer, Sagittarius, and Pisces. This is also the card of the Aquarius, and this is the card of Capricorn. So we really kind of have everybody represented here on the table. It really could be, it doesn't have to be any certain sign. Then comes the world. Wow. So after your abundance, coming in with your abundance is the closing of an old cycle and the opening of a new cycle. It's really the closing of an old life and the opening to a new life. You know why? Because you've transformed. You're no longer who you used to be. You are kinder, friendlier, more advanced in your thinking. You're the person who trusts yourself and who loves yourself. So closing an old cycle and opening a new cycle is nothing to be it's not to be taken lightly, because it's not really writing another chapter in your life. It's throwing away the book and starting the book over again, literally starting a new life. When you transform from who you are, the old person dies, and that's what this is. This is the death card. The transformation means the old person dies and the new person emerges. So here we go. There's your new start. Your new start. You gotta close that old chapter, tie up all those loose ends, because there's lots coming for you in the future. And then we have the Ten of Water. The Ten of Cups, yay! The Ten of Cups is in fact the apex card. Happy life, happy wife, happy husband, happy everything, children, cars, you know, everything you want in your abundance. Look at this, you guys. This is the best. Look, we've got abundance, Ten of Pentacles. We've got the old cycle closing and the new cycle opening. Why? Because you've transformed. You've done the dirty work. You've done all the hard work, all the crying and gnashing of teeth. You've done all of that. And then is your abundance. And you have the Ten of Cups. And there's, aside from the sun, there's no other words from the universe that will let you know that you are headed for something amazing other than those two cards. All right, you guys, 3 more cards. This is amazing. This is an amazing reading, you guys. The Three of Fire, which is the Three of Wands, and that is making a decision, waiting for your ships to come in, as they call it, I guess, but you'll be making a decision as to what you're going to take from the ship. So this could be love, this could be happiness, it could be jewels, it could be anything. You're just waiting for something to come in. It might be the love that you want. It might be that love, because you've done all the hard work. Perhaps you're going to be rewarded with some abundance coming in on that ship. Two of Air. The Two of Swords usually shows up when you're having a hard time making a decision. You could be in a little bit of a deadlock with yourself, not exactly sure what you should or shouldn't do. This is not being able to make a decision, but this is also trying to avoid to see what's coming. I'm telling you, take off the blindfold. You no longer need it, because what's coming looks amazing. Take off the blindfold. And last card out is the King of Earth. And there is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is a kind, charitable king. He is the guy, he's the money guy, he's the accountant, he's the guy you might go to for money advice. But guess what? We have 2 kings here. This could be you, or this could be the person you're dealing with. This could be 2 separate people. This could be the same person. You could be dealing with someone who actually is the King of Fire and the King of Pentacles. The Emperor, which you're probably familiar with, is Aries in the tarot. But the Emperor has all four, also has the cups and the swords. So you've got someone who has literally been working on themselves, if this is one person. If it's not, maybe it's two people. Maybe this card, the two, is telling you that you're going to have to choose between two. That could very well be. And that is the last card coming out for your reading. Let's look at an oracle card. Oops, sorry. These guys are wonderful. The Sacred Traveler. Denise Lynn has just beautiful oracle cards. They really have beautiful depictions on them. And the cards are so sturdy. Really well made. Let's see what we've got here. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. And so that's talking about your transformation. Opening to your spiritual source is connecting to source. Whoever you call, whatever name you call that source is really up to you. I call mine spirit in the universe. And this card is really urging you to connect with source, to go into meditation, to find out what you need, because this new person that you've created doesn't really have a direction. So the connecting to source is what's going to give you a direction, being this new person that you've transformed into. This could also be connecting to your spiritual source, because they have information to give you about this love that's coming in. So my suggestion, and the suggestion of this card, is to be connected to your source. Pardon me, your source. One more. Wow. Amazing. This is an amazing reading. Protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. You guys, you need to look at the clock. So I promise you that once you look at the clock once and you see 11:11, you're going to continue to see 11:11, and then you're going to see 222 and 333. And I want you to Google that. Every time you look at the clock and you see numbers that are like 1212, 1313, 333, 3333, 2222, that kind of thing. Anytime you see those numbers anywhere, a billboard, a building, it could be an address, but mostly on the clock. Once you see 1111 once, your intuition is going to tell you when to look at the clock again. And I often use this as a marker when I'm trying to gain the the courage to do something that I'm really scared to do. For instance, one time I wrote a letter, a very detailed letter to a friend that said a lot of things that I knew that they wouldn't allow me to say to their face, because we were having just an awkward time. And I said to myself, if I see a sign, I will give that letter to that person, otherwise I'm taking it home and I'm burning it. And as I reached down to get my phone just before I left the meeting, 1111 came up on my phone. And ever since then, I don't know, my intuition is like 111, 333. So yeah, when you are cherished by your angels have numbers. And they are the numbers that I just mentioned. So I want you to Google them anytime they come up in succession, anytime they're the same number, anytime they're like 1212, 1313, things like that. I want you to make sure that you Google them and find out what they mean, because some of them will tell you, look, you're on the right path, or your angels are near, or it's time for you to make a wish to the universe. Let the universe know for 1 full minute, what are your intentions? What seeds are you planting? Okay? So don't forget the Good Tarot and Denise Lynn's Sacred Traveler. These are wonderful cards, even just to pull for one day. Sometimes I will just go ahead and reach in and pull one for the morning and set my intention. And so setting intentions is a really good way to start the day. So Saggies, that's it. That's good for you for the next couple of weeks until September the 30th. I will be back October. We will get you some October readings going. Don't forget to tune in on Sunday. Sundays is going to be the wisdom of the week, and we are going to be where are they? Okay. We're going to be pulling a spirit animal card and setting your intention for the week, your energy for the week. We're also going to be using the tarot. Then we're going to be using some oracle cards too. So it's going to be a 3-card reading for you, and that's going to be coming up on Sunday. So that's it, Saggy. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for touching that like button. I really appreciate it, and it helps me make this channel grow. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye.